What is up, my Ammonites? It's your boy Young Guy, and welcome to the first time in forever, another live reaction marathon. Or something. Haven't quite decided yet. But yeah, we're just gonna be hanging out for quite a little bit and, you know, not having to do some gameplays, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have been pretty annoyed about that. And I've already seen quite a few requests, like, let's see, let's have a little look-see here. Looks like you guys are wanting me to react to the 1994 movie Street Fighter 2, and also Death Battle with Master Chief and Doomslayer. I mean, a lot of good suggestions, but I don't want to take too much of your time. But plus, there is actually also a couple other videos that I kind of wanted to share with you guys, because there have not only been trailers released that are pretty good, that I think, but also there's actually an internet series that might pique everyone's interest. I've been keeping myself spoiler free on this one, and this one is called Talon, a pilot. So without further ado, let's get into this, shall we? Here we go. All right, Talon. Okay. Okay, that little guy's just a happy. Off they go, chasing stars. Already getting into the credits. And there it is. She's actually a good mother, I think. Or is it father? Alright, up we go. Jump ropes. All nice and safe. Hello, Ken. Classic trope. Yeah. Curiosity is really killing the cat on this one. And, oh, dragonfly. It's how can you be so sure? All right. Step up. Not even 5 seconds. Uh-oh. Yeah, go find your sister. Or something. Last time I seen her, it's just a newborn. Well, you having a squirrel! Getting eaten by the raptor! Ooh, right on the foot! definitely gotta be an older brother. Okay. So there's a little bit of compassion here. Oh, poison. Yeah, I forgot he's a carnivore. And what is... Okay, there's some magic that courses through those feathers. And of course the little guy is tagging along. We've not established names yet. Yeah, no problem. Not that I didn't try to drown or anything. Okay, then what is that dragonfly doing? And they're little white dragons. Okay, already across the planet. What is going on here?
I sensed your energy. What's going on?
Finally, the search for our 8 champions begins. Fury will make an excellent first test.
What? You thought starting with Fury was a good idea?
Well, I guess you didn't want to hear about Talon. Impatient old twit.
Okay, Talon. Okay, there's a clan battle now.
Shoot.
Hey! Wait! Wasn't that your magical dragonfly? Oh. Well, there.
Zecker.
Be an unnatural Spinosaur. And why are you running away? Okay, what happened?
It's okay, little ones.
Of course, Talon.
What was that?
Okay, so they're speaking now.
A speech spill.
Razor, leave him alone.
Razor?
Wow, what's your name? Oh, my name is Talon. I'm a terrible claw.
Slow down. I'm Azarak.
Azarak. What tongue is this?
The language you're speaking is called Elmith.
Oh, he's gonna be jelly. He's absolutely jelly.
Why did you give it to me?
Who's this little one?
Luck. He's one of my best friends. The others are Coda, Maya, and Braun.
So, you can speak to other dinosaurs and mammals.
Yes. Wait, what?
Dinosaur is a broad word for what you all are. As for this one, he's a mammal.
Yeah. A squirrel.
Does one of them have an aura too?
Aura?
It's the light that came from you earlier.
The colorful buzzer. It touched Coda, too.
Coda.
What do you think, Coda?
I'm not sure.
Yay! Now you
Yeah,
can
he's
talk
talking
Elmith,
too.
too.
That's a strong heart.
Come, there's someone you need to meet.
Uh-oh. He's back in
Wait, Mom!
Uh-oh. Mom's not listening. Or maybe she is? Hasn't killed anything yet. Yeah, Razor's like, what? What
Can
just
Luck
happened?
have an aura, too?
He's not what we're looking for.
Aww.
But he can come with us.
Well, I guess that's goodbye. And there's that. Okay, what? Seriously, are we gonna learn any names? Are there other dinosaurs that are gonna talk? Yes, it really does. Those vibes. And of course, Bronto is gonna have a hard time looking down. Yeah. Don't worry. He hasn't even done anything yet. That looks bad. Is it bad? And we're heading back to the tree.
Greetings, my would-be champions!
What is a champion?
Good question, Coda.
How do you know my name?
I know and see all. Now, on to the purpose of champions. They are protectors. The final defense against the tyrannical Varen.
Varen?
A violent extraterrestrial race bent on galactic domination. Their massive military is led by Admiral Kylon, but he's just a puppet for the true threat, the Collective. Ow! Hey!
They are like rogues coming in to take over a herd or a pack. but they come from the stars and have powers similar to the auras.
Stars? What are stars?
The bright specks in the night sky.
If I become a champion, do I get to visit the stars?
Sure, why not?
I want to be a champion.
Well, I want to protect my home.
Talon, step forth. To you, I give the sun aura.
Okay.
If you can prove you're worthy, I have a surprise for you. Your turn, Coda.
I don't know. There's
Coda, come
something
on.
strange about you.
I like this one. I know he comes off as odd, but you'll be fine.
Well, better late than never. Go on.
Coda, I give to you the lightning aura.
Of course.
What did I get myself into?
I'm ready to find the other champions.
Easy now. There's still your first task.
Oh, that's right. What is it?
Look behind you.
How?
Oh, I let her in.
Foolish mistake, Zekker.
Okay.
Here's the deal, Fury. Give these younglings time to train, and if you kill them in a fair fight, I'll reveal the one thing that can destroy me.
What are you doing?
But if they defeat you, then you will become their teacher.
Oh.
Expect a bloody end. For all of you.
Oh, this is okay.
Well done. No sparring until you learn control.
Why?
Auras are not to be played with. Wait! So, you're one of those students.
And he
You have your hands full with that one.
Come on, Coda. We can beat her.
You're too early.
Best way to learn is from experience. And I'm tired of waiting. I might even like her if she wasn't in my way.
okay. So Fury is not exactly a teacher. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Spinal use Thunderbolt. And that guy is dead. Oh, there's gonna be fury to pay.
family will love you.
I want to be left alone.
I mean, yeah. Probably might need that time. I mean, that wasn't your fault. That Spinosaur started picking a fight.
I'm sorry about your mom.
Razor was right. I don't belong anywhere.
Talon, listen, kid, that Spinosaur picked a fight first.
This is all your fault! I want my mother back!
It doesn't work like that. Stay with Kota.
I'm a terrible claw. I can't. Once I kill Fury, you can take back the aura.
If you go down this path, you'll also kill what makes you unique.
And what's that?
Your kindness and your courage.
Maybe it would be better that way.
Don't say that. Maya would be at the bottom of the river if you were like everyone else.
The ones we cherish are never truly gone. They are always with us, here.
What's here?
Love. It's what you and Kota show for each other. It's the reason your mother saved you. She lives on through you.
And you'll have a new pack. Me and the other champions we find.
Hope we can find a
I changed my
Tyrannosaur.
answer. I don't fight to visit the stars. I fight for my mother. And my new pack.
There you go, that's a spirit.
Now, let's go find your teacher.
Yeah, and do her some justice. Because what happened there was just dirt. Another champion here? Oh, never mind.
You've grown bold, hatchlings.
Did I really just attack a meat eater?
Yeah, come on. Let's show her what we can do.
There it is. I'm pretty sure light doesn't do that.
Well, you both proved you have tenacity. What are your names?
Talon, Coda.
I will gladly teach you Talon and Coda, champions of the sun and lightning auras.
Huh? First you kill the mom, and now
Well,
you're
well,
gonna-
well. Fury, isn't this a surprise?
Just because I'm training Talon and Coda doesn't mean I like you now.
Sounds like someone else has a stick up their butt.
What did you say?
You heard what I said.
So, now what? Okay, so Talon is worthy.
Talon, from this moment on, you are the divine champion.
All right. Got a new color scheme.
We get to find the rest of our pack.
The tasks that lay ahead will be difficult. Many contenders roam this vast land, and I need your help choosing the right ones.
How do we find the other champions?
Look for my little helpers. I'll show you the way. Now, the real fun begins.
And that's the end of that. Well, guys, that was quite the introduction that I dare say, but yeah. I mean, it's definitely got a lot of Land Before Time vibes, and I hope it does well, and I'm not sure how I kind of mixed, but positive mix, if you will. But anyway, you guys wanted me to... What was that? So, well, at the time, years ago. Well, anyway, I guess you guys wanted me to watch, Doomslayer versus Master Chief, yes? So, without further ado, I guess we'll be checking that out next. Here we go from here.
Buttons are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities. It's time for a death battle!
Okay.
I'm not detecting enemy forces. Perhaps they left?
You tell me.
You sure demand a lot from a girl. Wait. Around the corner. Be ready.
Uh-oh.
Enemy located.
Uh-oh.
Combat will likely be necessary.
Well, isn't he astute?
Alert. Portal detected.
Who brings a chainsaw to a gunfight?
You are surrounded.
What the hell just happened? I'll see what I can do about that annoying AI.
Do it. I'll finish this fight. I can no longer detect the enemy. Systems complete.
Still with me?
So, that was an intense fight. Now react to Street Fighter in the animated movie? Well, I'm not sure if I can react to the full one, but we'll see. But we'll start with a few other videos first, cause if you guys remember last time, I tried to react to this one right here. And it's the Flying Hybrid made by Goji Center. So, without further ado, let's see what they have cooked up properly this time. So, without further ado, here we go.
Ultima Imperatrix, Mortalodon, all deadly hybrids built for a specific purpose, with genomes crafted meticulously to bring forth the most efficient, congruent hybrid possible for said task. And now, today on Goji Center, we celebrate 4th of July, and chose this day to introduce a new combatant who will swoop into the hybrid wars. The skies have been largely unexplored until today.
And funny he brings that up, because the first hybrid I actually created actually is a master of the skies. And I'm actually thinking about making a couple other ones that's primarily based on a Peregrine Falcon with a few tweaks that actually can make it go up to, oh, I don't know, about 300 miles an hour in a stoop. I mean, imagine a lightning bird doing something like that. That'd be crazy. But only time will tell. I mean, there are a couple things I gotta work on still. Always room for improvement, so anyway, let him cook.
The United States of America, a diverse realm with diverse people, places, and problems. Ever since the first gene was modified, people have been looking for living solutions to some of those problems. Humanity has been genetically modifying other animals for centuries to fit certain roles after all. Dog breeds that are better at guarding, tracking, and detecting people and items, like mountain rescue and drug-sniffing hounds. Cattle that produce better products or can survive in harsher climates. Bigger and more nutritious crops to feed the hungry and be more resilient to blight and disease. But now, as you already know, genetic engineering can do in a few trial runs what used to take selective breeding dozens of generations. But with those advances have come dangers, new and old. Problems like invasive species, rogue groups releasing de-extinct animals into the wild, and criminal elements are omnipresent. The Great Hybrid War and innovations like the Mortalodon assault animal showed revolutions and how to attack with nature's finest. Now, eyes go to the sky
sky as we try to solve
Yep.
the questions on how to defend. We are proud to present the latest genetically modified hybrid born from beasts across this nation's present and past, spliced together meticulously by a crack genetics and animal handling team led by the mysterious Dr. Francisco Barro, who gave the world Mortalodon anthrophagus, and now was commissioned for something far more majestic. Creating a functional hybrid template is already hard enough. Contradictory instincts, too many contributors, genetic barriers, and more can spell disaster before the final product is even born. Making a hybrid that can do what only 3 vertebrate groups in history have ever achieved was an even more Herculean task.
And I had to use a few more splicing. I guess I'm gonna have to make this a little bit of an extra challenge. But I'm still keeping the spinning cobra and the bombardier beetle, cause damn it, my hybrids will breathe fire.
Thankfully, our geneticists were up to the challenge to bring air superiority to our live agents. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, really, wait, it really is a bird. And potentially the most powerful one that ever lived at that. Ladies and gentlemen, this 4th of July, we are ready to proudly present the newest advancements in aerial assets. But first, we have some groundwork to cover before our big reveal. See if you can guess at the final product as we work through the genome piece by piece. And just to prove we could, every contributor was homegrown and either lives or once lived right here in the US of A. Gotta stay on brand for the holiday after all. The base genome. When picking between the base genomes available, there were many possibilities, but 3 particular aerial apex predators caught our attention. Possibly one of the most powerful pterosaurs to ever live, and 2 of the most active and largest birds of prey of all time. Cryodracon, the frozen dragon, was a species of Asdarchid pterosaur hailing from Alaska into the lower 48. One specimen found in our neighbor Canada indicates this Goliath flyer had a wingspan of over 10 meters, with extremely strong front legs and a powerful beak. The reason this species was picked over the similarly sized and more famous Quetzalcoatlus was thanks to insights offered up by studies on close relatives. Asdarchids were actually the largest animals to ever fly, but they had a lot of variation between their members. Cryodracon, its European cousin Hatzegopteryx, and the understudied giant pterosaur known only as Dracula, all belong to a robust lineage of these aerial predators.
Hold on. They named a pterosaur Dracula? Dracula. Really, professional scientists? That's the name you're gonna go with? You couldn't have picked any other name? Does it have tiny little fangs? Did it come in a coffin? Did it say to you, blah, 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 I will suck your blood? Seriously? Come on! Get with the program!
With stockier frames, thicker necks, and stronger beaks than their more famous relatives like the cats. This will make tackling potentially bigger targets more easy and enable the new hybrid to carry heavier loads when it needs to. Having a large pterosaur was essential for increasing the ceiling on how big this hybrid could get and still manage to get airborne. Thanks to being quadrupedal, our hybrid can perform a similar sprint into a vaulting launch for takeoff. This was the secret to pterosaur success, and it's why birds, as theropod dinosaurs and largely locked into a bipedal stance, lagged behind when it came to size. But that's not to say there weren't some large aerial dinosaurs after all. From the dawning to the waning days of the Ice Age, 2 other species shadowed the American forests and savanna under huge wings. The Teratorns were giant birds that perhaps live on in the awe-inspiring Thunderbirds of legend in First Nation stories found.
I actually used this giant vulture in one of my genomes. Really wanted to make sure that digestive system works. Can't be having no viruses killing my hybrids.
Across the country. After all, the ancestors of such people encountered such a beast on the regular thousands of years prior. Of these enigmatic birds of the Ice Age, the genus Aeolornis was the largest flying bird to ever call the USA its home, at almost twice the size of most other Teratorns. Once thought to be gigantic condors, this group of carnivorous birds did have some similarities, but also some stark differences. With much more robust jaws and powerful legs helping with running down small prey, Teratorns regularly scarf down animals alive and whole. They didn't just wait for things to die, they saw to it themselves. These stronger legs will help the hybrid in running from place to place when it can't fly, such as in confined quarters, as well as enhancing its takeoff by bolstering the comparatively less impressive hind limbs of the frozen dragon. This is further enhanced by the largest eagle to ever call the United States home. The Woodward's eagle, Buteogallus woodwardi, was a colossal relative of the modern black hawk. Unlike the famous giant raptor of New Zealand, this species didn't have compact wings for maneuvering in between the forest canopy. This eagle instead could soar the skies, just like the other 3 giant contributors to the genome.
I actually used the Haas eagle for my Dracoraptor. I mean, it can soar very high, but can maneuver through the trees. Something that no large pterosaur or any flying creature could ever hope to fly through. Even smaller creatures have a hard time flying through the trees. But, hey, to each his own.
Eagles, a fraction of the size, are able to kill prey dozens of times their weight in the right circumstances, having many tactics and strategies for dispatching other birds on the wing, snakes, fish, and even hoofed animals. Another tragically bygone predatory bird will further help our hybrid in its tasks, though this one is far more innocuous: the ivory-billed woodpecker. Now, this isn't a very intimidating name on paper, but there was a good reason this recently extinct bird was sometimes called the Lord God bird when surprised onlookers saw it. The ivory bill seemingly...
And also, remember when I said I wanted to build a hybrid that can fly at least 300 miles an hour using woodpecker DNA? I won't be saying it'd be this one specifically, but I'll be using woodpecker and peregrine falcon. You better watch the skies, cause this bird is made of lightning.
Went extinct in the early 1900s, but sightings persist to this day. Perhaps having our hybrid flying around might draw a few out. Regardless, samples taken from museum specimens work just fine to supply the hybrid what it needs. Most woodpeckers could easily land on your finger and bore holes in trees, but this giant fowl was larger than some hawks and would seek its food by tearing open hard, dead trees to get at them. Utilizing some of the ivory's anatomy, the hybrid will have drastically stronger neck muscles for both pecking and tearing, as well as even strongly opposable digits that can easily lock down for an extremely strong grip for both climbing and seizing hold of an object, in congruence with the eagle. And like most woodpeckers, the ivory build aspect also grants the new hybrid an additional asset in the form of a pointed, barbed tongue, used to grab and stab at small prey to pull them out of the trees, or manipulating objects. Scaled up to the size of this hybrid, this instrument becomes a harpoon that can stab into a target and flay the skin off of. Only if necessary, of course. Moving on, an ancient dinosaur was also added to the mix to further bolster its modern descendant. Deinonychus finally has its time in the sun after its kid brother Velociraptor stole the spotlight. Raptors, or rather dromaeosaurs, existed for about 100 million years. In that time, they evolved into everything from fast-moving mesopredators like Velociraptor, swimming Halaskaraptors, to big-jawed apex predators like Utahraptor. And with Deinonychus having been the turning point in the understanding of dinosaurs, it's only fitting this American hybrid would come packing with the legacy of this iconic American dinosaur. Having lived in dense forests and floodplains, Deinonychus was built to be all-terrain, and one...
And might I also add, dinosaurs, at least the ones that we know famously, are mostly American. I mean, not to be nationalist or anything, but yeah, America.
Location that was very useful for both setting up an ambush and getting out of reach of the local apex predators was in the treetops. A 2009 study by Dr. Parsons found that Deinonychus' forearms and claws would have been particularly useful at climbing. The sharp hook of that iconic talon combined with dexterous forelimbs helped get the job done. This lets us increase the size of a hybrid past how big an avian dinosaur can get, while still being capable of climbing and perching better than a pterosaur could. The contribution from this leopard-sized predator doesn't stop at the limbs, however. Modern birds largely are lacking in the biting department because they have traded away portions of the skull to compact the jaws. Sacrificing some of the attachment points for the jaw muscles and reducing the size of the jaws was needed to help shed weight at a small size, as all modern birds descend from tiny flying ancestors. However, adding some portions of the Deinonychus to the skull puts this back in, as well as providing some room for heavily serrated teeth behind the beak, like some ancient birds once had. Research in 2022 and 2024 indicated Deinonychus not only had a very strong skull, good for absorbing force, but also a respectable bite force for its size to put behind its extremely sharp teeth.
Yeah.
While this crunching force wouldn't be too extreme on paper, this was necessary. Too much force and our hybrid might have excessive weight on its head. About 600 newtons of chomping force across teeth that are this sharp is still going to do more than enough damage to rip through obstacles, human or animal opponents.
so
This
there's
bite
that.
would be like getting your arm stuck in a bear trap lined with razor blades. Every bite earns its pound of flesh.
That's a
And the last major group of vertebrate animals to take flight grants this hybrid a few extra assets in all of these categories. Today, the 3 species of vampire bat only exist in Central and South America's misty jungles and Mexican coastline. But these literally bloodthirsty predators once ranged much further. Fossils from the heart of the Ice Age show a larger species of vampire bat, the Stokes vampire bat, once dined on the blood of mammoths and saber-tooths as far north as the Appalachian Mountains. Fossils in Florida confirmed this bat had all the base characteristics of the modern common vampire bat, just blown up to larger scale. Longtime viewers of the channel know where some of this is going, as this bat is a gold mine of useful traits. Not only will this further bolster the powerful arms the hybrid has for better launches and strikes, not only will this bat provide...
I feel like the vampire bat is probably gonna be one of the most used genomes out of all the creatures in the hybrid war. I mean, you sucking up blood and recycling it to add iron to the claws and teeth? That's something you should really watch out for.
Even further enhanced hearing and some limited thermal sensing, but its bloody diet will augment other portions of the hybrid anatomy. Able to absorb, cope with, and reroute large amounts of iron taken from bloodied meals into the body, this will help bolster the beak, claws, and teeth in strength without overloading the system. Additionally, the vampire bat will also affect some of the mind. For creatures that drink what flows through the heart, these literal vampires actually have quite big hearts themselves. Vampire bats are highly intelligent animals and have shown great amounts of empathy towards others. The sick and hurt are cared for, and orphaned young are often adopted. This will help this high-flying hybrid to not only work together with flock mates better, but also coordinate and respond to humans even better. Given the proper care to associate from the humans with their group, they will protect humans and return that care. The Ice Age vampire bat is the last major contributor, but very precise gene editing and additions has allowed us to incorporate some other choice aspects from compatible species. Gripping spurs and barbs on the bottoms of the feet from the osprey, enhanced memory and cognitive and extraordinary problem-solving skills from the American crow, vocal mimicry to imitate other animals and other sounds from the southern mockingbird, and the MVP of our hybrid lines, the metallic reinforcement from very finely selected short-tailed shrew genes grafted into the proteins for the beak, claws, and teeth. And of course, no all-American hybrid would be complete without the claws and iconic visage of the bald eagle, with talons that are the size of an adult human's clenched fists. This anatomy, when scaled up, would inflict nothing but mortal wounds on its unfortunate victims. Now, with all that covered, we are ready to reveal the final product. So, get your cameras ready, as we have another surprise in store for you. These species form the base for this product. However, there are 3 national colors that clad the stars and stripes. And with that in mind, we figured, why stop at one creation? The base template was already plenty practical, but mixing and matching, minimizing and maximizing certain traits means that we can have 3 variants of this aerial asset to call upon for special situations. So, in the order of those colors, here comes the red, white, and blue. Hybrid subtype red. Avimperator Ulysses. Height 7 feet, length 11 feet, weighing at 330.7 pounds. capable of performing reactive defensive, surgical offensive, and innovative scouting actions exceeding most trained avians and drones. The American heartland will be shaded by the wings of a new protector. And our latest creation, Av Imperator, the Lord of Birds, delivers this by taking the best bits of all three flying lineages, Theropod, Bat, and Pterosaur, to deliver the best aerial dinosaur we could offer.
Okay,
and
that
we
is
start
cool.
with the color of the blood from the past patriots. Strength comes clad in heroic red swooping down from above. Av Imperator Ulysses, the largest and physically strongest of the trio of variants, named for a prominent Civil War hero and president to homage the nation's military history. This airborne apex predator is built for power and longevity for action, while also carrying the majesty needed for its station. With more bald eagle in the mix, this version sports
there's
larger
bald
claws
eagle in
at over
there.
25 centimeters, or almost 10 inches long, backed by an even stronger grip. Standing taller than most people, with effort, this flying gestalt of the aerial lineages is even strong enough to bring down opponents multiple times its weight. Able to crush down with over 1,000 psi of force across those talons, human aggressors could be easily restrained, and animal opponents might suffer lethal lacerations.
lift it up and drop.
With broader wings than the other variants, this red frontrunner can remain airborne for hours on end, surfing on wind thermals and surveying massive ranges over the course of a day. Perfect for search and rescue of people lost in the deserts or wilds of this country. A very humble bird added to the mix aids in this task even more. The red-throated hummingbird doesn't look like what its name implies when out of direct sunlight, sporting relatively dull feathers. However, in the sun, this avian puts on a dazzling display of iridescence. Persons
So
in
they're-
need
that's
only to look up
basically
at the
giving
sky for the
neon
red
lights
mass
to this
flying
bird.
overhead to quickly find that help is on the way. Additionally, this red coloration works for intimidation when squaring up against opponents on the ground, confusing or frightening them away. With great eyes in the sky, this variant can be deployed as the ultimate watchdog to defend livestock herds, or be set loose in endangered ecosystems like the Everglades. Trained to attack specific targets, this might be a good solution to removing some of that python problem Florida has been having. Typically stealthy and hard to spot, these invasive predators have been scourging this pristine wilderness of endangered species. But thanks to targets in the water being snakes being readily visible from high up. Hybrid subtype white. Av Imperator Suzani. Height
I'm
6
6'2"
feet,
and-
length 10
Oh.
feet, mass 287 pounds. Not everything to look out for is above the surface, but the seas are still an avian domain. Av Imperator Suzani, the all-terrain trifibian sentry and scout, named after
Trifibian?
Sue the T-Rex, who became public enemy #1 for some angry... Just kidding. This pale avian is named for a prominent civic leader to homage the nation's history in civil liberty. Still capable of flying just fine with the other versions, this
Hopefully
coastal
it
and
stays
river scouting
around.
hybrid excels in the cold above and below the surface. Switching out a few of the base genome for aquatic hunters like razorbills and cormorants, this pale feathered variant is still more than sizable enough to handle most threats that might come its way. This blend of traits grants it the ability to use the wings of the razorbill and feet of the cormorant as for two sets of flippers to quickly dart around through the water. Thanks to
Swimming with
oil
four
coating the
limbs.
feathers, it is capable of diving into the water potentially almost 200 feet down, swimming
there's
under the
a
surface for
Ganondorf.
minutes
Oh,
at a
wait.
time,
What
and
did
then
he even
breaching the
need
waters to
Ganon
take
DNA?
flight again. Usually water causes a warping effect on light when it passes from air to water, making hitting objects underwater or vice versa hard if you're on the other side. But with keen eyesight able to focus to compensate for this effect, the white hybrid has superb aim both above and below. Able to peer up from beneath the waters and accurately nail a target or judge the distance of a deep underwater target when flying above. What it can't outfly, it can outswim. What it can't outswim, it can outfly. All while being perfect at scouting out line of sight or detection by most conventional methods. A well-trained and equipped Av Imperator Suzani could function as an assistant to divers working underwater, rescuing drowning people caught in riptides,
Yeah, I
a
was gonna
guardian
say,
harassing
that-
and
that
fending
could
off
be the
marine
heroes of the
predators, or
waterways.
function as a scout to locate dangerous targets. Able to survey above the surface of the waters with the white clouds camouflaging it from below, it can spot a potential target like a cartel submersible, dive underwater and tag it with a transponder, and then surface with the authorities called in. Hybrid subtype blue. Av Imperator Armistead. Height 5 feet, length 10 feet, mass 220 pounds. The night brings many dangers. Time to return the favor. Av Imperator Armistead, the night ghost for stealth operations and detection, named for a slave-turned-spy hero from the Revolutionary War era to homage the nation's founding times. The pterosaur-like wings of this hybrid have a special lining granted by a healthy addition of barn owl and great horned owl DNA, substituted in some of the base genome. This lining grants it near completely silent flight, despite still being quite large by bird standards. The crow and ivory build DNA was accentuated even further in this version as well. That straightened beak is a multi-purpose tool for manipulation and, should the need arise, after a successful ambush and submission maneuver, proceed to, let freedom ring. Crows have already demonstrated surprising dexterity and intuitiveness with many tools that this hybrid will benefit from. Picking up or using tools, destroying the wiring on equipment, and retrieving objects will be that much easier. And while this hybrid does still have impressive claws for close quarters grappling, restraining, and climbing, its peck attack is its most powerful asset. Even small woodpeckers can gouge into trees with about 8 newtons of force. Quite a lot for a bird only a few grams in size. Scaling up to a larger size and accounting for diminishing returns, this variant can drill its pecks with multiple hundreds of newtons of force, all focused on a small point. With some of the ivory build strength scaled up to this size and special reinforcements to withstand the blows, this super effective strike can punch with forces comparable to a sledgehammer behind a spear point. Fortified targets can be duped into thinking they are being shot at, with the walls getting pecked at, roofing or windows can be breached, and any unfortunate human or animal target hit by such a strike will start bleeding profusely, have shattered bones, and suffer internal damage past the point of impact. All from an attack they may not see coming or expect. With the Mockingbird aspect, meaning teams of this variant can communicate while sounding like anything from distant car alarms to other birds. Altogether, the 3 subtypes share enough genetic and sensory similarity that they can still be taught to work together and see each other as comrades. Special cross-species training is even possible with the prior Mortalodon combat animal to supply these living assault units with aerial backup, covering each other's weaknesses, excelling in different tasks, and being capable of being trained and retrained for many purposes to serve the public trust and good. A new unity to help the Union.
You know, I actually wonder if there's gonna be a company out there that's gonna make a aerial hybrid based on Mother Russia. Not that I'm suggesting any challenges, maybe? I don't know.
Hybrids and genetic creations are among the many new threats to this new world. Time to give the people their new defenders.
Oh,
paid for by Gestalt Corp Inc. Invest in the future today.
Alright, moving on. I think we've seen that. Well, we definitely see that, so we gotta mark that out. And there's a new game that's coming out soon called Deathground, and it's the official developer interview. So, yeah. Hope you guys are watching this, because I actually want to see what this is about. It's been a long time, and yeah, here we go. Ooh.
Deadly dinos are on the loose in Deathground.
Not even a few seconds in, and
Whether you
already
dare to
we're
enter
seeing
solo
blood.
or in a squad of up to 4 players, you must do everything you can to survive in these dinosaur-infested, abandoned facilities.
Okay,
Could
yeah,
you
this
survive?
is the kind of Death by Death break I would play.
Hi, we're Jaw Drop Games, the indie dev team behind Deathground.
The main threat you'll need to avoid is the raptors, specifically Utah raptors. So unlike velociraptors, which are much smaller, they measure around 7 feet tall.
Be a little bit cleaner.
I'm about
honestly,
5'3", so that's a pretty menacing height comparison for me.
We spent most of our development time taming them, and it's been a huge challenge because...
How do you get something that size with that tail to behave all in multiplayer?
Exactly. Of course, there'll be other dinosaurs for you to deal with. The #1 culprit for causing chaos is the Compsognathus, aka the Compy.
Tiny but
What might look like a decent hiding space for you as players might actually be a refuge for these little creatures, putting the terror in territory.
As for other species, you may spot the Allosaurus, Brachiosaurus, and Triceratops roaming around in the background.
And the next thing you know, you're being chased by a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
As you do, I mean, there won't be any
There are
dinosaurs
multiple
without
maps and missions
T-Rex.
that will be playable at launch. Mission Command, the single-player tutorial and introduction level.
Geothermal, where you'll need to repair everything so you can restart the power plant.
Agricultural, which has become a little bit overgrown and it is in need of some weeding.
And biomedical, which is my personal favourite, where you'll have to sneak in and steal raptor eggs. You know, for science.
Each mission is replayable and is an important piece of the puzzle. Each detail or collectible that you come across will help you unlock the lore and discover the truth about the disastrous events of the past.
Deathground is launching on Steam Early Access this year. Keep a lookout for our roadmap.
Okay, do we get to see like a date to be expected? Cause I want to play this. I want to try it out. All right, fine. I guess I'll have to. Hang on. I already put it on my wish list. Santa, be good to me. Oh, and speaking of happy holidays, we got a beach episode from Dungeon Soup. So we're gonna see just what kind of shenanigans we're dealing with today. Without further ado, let's dive into this. Alright, the birds are in the sky is clear.
Hey, Kev, check out this one.
Wow, really cool, man.
They're best buddies! They're doing a full campaign! And he's Are we gonna see? Please, can we? Listen, Barbarian, you keep those shells on! I wanna see more of the shells! Please!
Huh?
Oh no. No!
Oh, this one's neat too. Huh?
Just for the record, us merfolk do not do this. I mean, yeah, sure, we do have pretty faces, but we do not kidnap people. That's what sirens do.
Yeah, oh, good. Me babes prefer their meat wriggling and screaming.
We do not do this either! Like, what the hell? What is this? What? Why I mean, those are siren babies? Good lord. Just for the record, merfolk do not lay eggs that result in tadpoles, okay? That is... I don't know what creature does this in terms of merfolk, or sirens, or anything for that matter.
Oh, fish sticks.
Yeah, you scrawny little thing, but me make do. Don't worry, man. Just a few days of suffering before them done with ya.
Oh no, man. Oh no, King Titan has really been missing in the mermaid, man. Oh man. Is this Sebastian's ex-girlfriend? Cause I can definitely see the resemblance on. Why do they make her Jamaican? Is it because the beach episode? Come on now. This has to be a Sebastian reference. Oh, and we're going commando.
Miss sweet little picnic excited for your meal. Oh, me love you too, children.
Get your fish-ass hands off my friend.
You pay for that, yup, eh? Wagwan, barbarian. Look upon all that sweet meat. You're gonna make a most excellent meal for me, young. How dare you?
Do not mess with the barbarian with the bagpipes.
I shot the beautiful melody with that wretched noise. Help me. Fine then, if me singing now work, then me just tear you up instead. What the clat?
Fish sticks for dinner, Kev?
Sounds yummy.
No, please. Leave me little ones be.
Then let us go and stop your evil ways.
All right, then. Me go and free you from this mortal realm. Wretched little brat.
Tonight, I guess, and
them little shits. Where they go? Eh? You're done for now.
On, you can't actually fall for that.
What? Wait, the hell it...
Guys, Ammonites, I hope you guys understand that we are not that stupid. I mean, hold on, let me pull this up. Look at this. Does this even remotely look like a proper human? Am I the only one who's seeing this? Come on now. I don't know who this Jamaican dumb bitch is, but come on. Use your eyes. Use your brain. This looks nothing like a human. I mean, it's a beach ball for a head, for crying out loud. You know what? You know what? I'm just gonna let it play out. Whatever's happening, she absolutely deserves this. She's too stupid. Let natural selection take its course.
What?
Yeah, see? Yeah.
Wait, the hell is that?
Please, not near reefs of agony!
Getting shredded and
the whirlpools of
strangled by the
Wait now, me beg ya. Anything but dare! No, my
Oh, look at this one, Kev.
Hold on 1 second. No. Okay. Look how violated this fish is! I mean, I know why I said she deserves it. I mean, there's no questions there, but... Oh. Yeah. Pricked around by sharp corals, tangled by tentacles, and violated by dolphins. That is just a bad fish day.
Oh, look at this one, Kev.
Ugh, fudging sick, dude.
Ocean friends, Bob and Paladin basking on the sand. Found the shallow strand. Ocean friends, their journey led them to the open sea on a boy's trip. Ocean friends, the quest got some pals who are friends till the end. Then appeared an evil siren. Ocean friends, well, she tried to lure them with her charming tune, but that was her doom. Ocean friends, they're chaotic, but justice was cast for.
Okay, pausing here. Support the creators and all that jazz. In my campaign, our campaign involves basically saving the gods from absolute corruption. And the last god that my character, Triton Dreknir, was involved in, as a bronze dragon and all that jazz, yeah, just a little quick recap. They went down to a dungeon that's underneath a sacred immortal tree, where a god of life is, and well, in order to wake him up, basically, my character decided it'd be a great idea to deliver a nutcracker. Twice! I mean, I know it's brutal, but damn is it satisfying. Okay, is there anything but backwards? No. I guess we'll have to wait for the next one, but anyway, what else is there? Every villain, Oh! Yeah, this trailer just came out from Avatar. I mean, there were rumors about this, but I'm curious to see where this goes. Let's see what Pandora has to offer today. Woo! Yep, back on the Banshees. Ah, yes.
The strength of the ancestors is here.
They actually hooked up! What do you know? Good on them! And we got balloon creatures now. Okay. No. This is where we meet the fire element now.
You cannot live like this, baby. In hate.
Okay, this December. Who's excited? Okay, there's definitely a lot going on, and if you remember, Sully's son has been shot to death, and Nateri is not a very happy mom about that.
If there's something you can do, you can. If there's something.
Wait. Hold on. Is this guy breathing in Pandora atmosphere without the gas mask? What kind of genetic operations has that kid went through? I have so many questions. Like, he should be dead within 4 minutes. He probably is gonna die within 4 minutes. Okay. Yeah.
If there's something you can do, then you must do it. No, Spider. And we will find another way. Your goddess has no dominion here.
Okay. Yep. That's definitely gonna burn a lot of ways at... Okay, just before Christmas. And there's also this little trailer that just came out and regarding Monster Hunter. Hope you guys are still into this series. If you are, please leave your comments below, cause I still want to keep playing, and there are other plans that I want to continue with. So, the sequel of 1 and 2. Let's continue. Okay. Doing some architecture. Yeah, digging up an egg. Yep. And as you'd expect, it's probably Rathalos. And our protagonists are full-grown adults. We could really use more stories that are something like this. Cause the stories franchise is really kinda reminding me of Pokemon. Not gonna lie. Yep.
is proving fatal. The encroachment threatens to drive our people out of house and home.
Crystals.
But this divide has brought our two kingdoms to the brink of war.
And you are the sole Rathalos rider in Azuria.
Actually, pause real quick. Let me rewind back to the Velocidromes. Yeah. We have not seen these guys in a very long time. The Velociprey and all those guys. I'm actually wondering when they're gonna come back. And will we see the Jaggies again? I mean, obviously they're gonna be in the Stories franchise. But will we see them in the main line? That's the real question. Perhaps we could see it in, hashtag Monster Hunter Oceans? Maybe? Okay, moving on.
But this divide has brought our two kingdoms to the brink of war.
And you are the sole Rathalos rider in Azuria.
My people have been driven into a corner, and the point of no return is looming before us.
Can't afford not to go. Across the meridian, keep going. But it won't be for long.
Hey! It's the Samurai Tiger! I actually forgot his name, but I know who he is! And Twisted Reflection. Wonder what Elder Dragon will have to fight against.
Two sounds. Overlapping each other.
Okay, now I'm pretty sure I have one question, and I'm sure everyone is asking this same question. Why is it Rathalos that's always so important to the Stories franchise? Why is it always Rathalos? I mean, I know outside the franchise he's pretty much the mascot, him and Rathian, but in official canon, why Rathalos? I mean, you could have just said, had Elder Dragons be protagonists or something? Why Rathalos? Well, I suppose we may never know. But it's in 2026, so put it on your wish lists, everybody! I know I'm gonna be doing that. Alright, hold on 1 second. Oof. Alright, hold on. Okay, let's see. Stream. Oh, store. Yeah, we're doing it live! Monster. Oh. Oh, Monster Hunter. Uh-huh. All right. Okay, so obviously what I'm looking at here is we're dealing with quite a few things. Yeah, where's... I already got that. I actually wonder if Naviru's gonna be in the... Monster Hunter store... Ah, okay. Store... Okay. Evidently, it's not working. Well, let me just check that history real quick. Ba-dum. All right. Aha. Here we go. All right. I'm just looking for the... Where's that Steam page? Damn it. Okay. Okay, there it is. Oh, it's not even on a wish list yet. Alright. Well, I guess that's gonna be the end of this live stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that jazz, to become a very lucky Ammonite today. And as always, I will see you guys at